All right, we've taken an international look at Eurovision. Let's get a local perspective now. Here in Australia, fans had to get up early this morning with some watch parties kicking off at around 5 a.m. Eastern Time. One of those people up bright and early was host of the Aussievision podcast, Dale Roberts. Dale joins us now from Canberra to take us through his favourite performances. Dale, welcome to the program. You can relax. It's all over, not just this morning, but the performances and contests more generally. Why don't we start with the winner and work backwards to some highlights from there. A worthy winner in Nemo from Switzerland?
Oh, definitely a worthy winner. Just an incredible performance. This had opera, it had rap, it was pop, and all doing this performance on this spinning kind of disc that they were doing the entire time. So very impressive, got a great jury score and a wonderful winner. And the first winner for Switzerland since Celine Dion won for them back in the 80s.
Wow, just to put it in a historical light, for sure. Now, some personal highlights, I think, for you, Dale. Why don't we walk through these? Croatia is one that stood out for you. And was that matched, well, I think it was in large measure by the judging too?
Oh, very much so. It won the public vote. It was kind of the favourite going in to take out the whole title because this would have been fantastic. Croatia would have won for the first time. It would have gone back to Eastern Europe. And it was just a banging song with a great performance. But he didn't quite get over the line. The juries didn't go for it as much, so we didn't have the public winner win again, same as last year, but still an amazing performance. Absolutely loved it, and incredible for Baby Lasagna, which was quite the interesting name.
All right, well, there's the introduction. For those who aren't familiar with Baby Lasagna's work, here's some. All right, Baby Lasagna smashing it out there to popular acclaim, Dale Roberts, as you rightly report from Canberra. Dale's been up since early this morning watching all of this. I think Ireland also rates as a personal favourite of yours. Explain that entry for us.
Well, this is very different for Ireland. They've been terrible lately. They've been really bad at Eurovision, even though they used to be fantastic. And they took a real risk this year with a really interesting artist, another non-binary artist, because the winner Nemo was as well. And this kind of witch kind of performance was really captivating because I actually didn't really like the song very much at all, but the performance really brought it. And also Bambi Thug and Nemo really held Eurovision to account to keep to its values this year, which is really important because it was actually a very political year and they were absolutely fantastic to say that this contest is all about uniting people when actually, unfortunately, it was a very divisive contest this week. So kudos to Baby Thug and the other artists who did that.
All right, hold that thought because I will have a further question on some of the offstage drama, if you like, Dale. Baby Thug, Here we go. So much energy from Baby Thug. That's the Ireland entrance. And yeah, since you introduced the idea, Dale, can I get an assessment? Israel's entry, protests on the streets, did it overshadow or damage the event?
Oh, it definitely damaged throughout the entire week. It's been very divisive. There's been a very dark feel over it for those particularly on the ground in Eurovision, which is such a shame. Even going to sleep last night, kind of waking up for our kind of Christmas, we had a real kind of foreboding feeling about it because there's a real chance Israel could have won. And if we had Israel win and the contest was there next year or trying to be there next year, we would have had mass withdrawals. We also had a situation where the crowd was booing the artist and also the executive supervisor who runs Eurovision. And that was made very clear to that executive supervisor. But unfortunately, Eurovision actually blocked out the booing of Israel, which really, unfortunately, is not apolitical, because if you're going to block out booing from people, you're actually covering something up and getting into a level of propaganda, unfortunately.
I wonder if that might lead to further protocols or rule changes, as far as the broadcast is conducted technically, Dale, do you think?
Ultimately, I think there'll be a long, hard look at the contest after here. I think we got a great result today. Eurovision fans are happy that we've averted a crisis, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen. We also had an artist disqualified as well, which is really controversial as well. There's been a lot of drama. Look, there's always politics at Eurovision as much as there's fun and great music. And unfortunately, it has completely overshadowed the contest this year. It deserves better, and there needs to be something to sort it out. And we're really hoping there'll be some change for next year.
All right. Well, thank you for your commentary and insights, Dale Roberts. You may party or get some sleep, whichever direction you choose to take your day from here. Really appreciate it.
A bit of both, I think.
Okay.